Down south, a handshake means something, and we let our actions do the talking. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm is rooted in Southern tradition and grit. Southern born and raised and Arkansas based, Brad Hendricks is named a Mid-South super lawyer year after year. So for car and big truck wrecks, medical malpractice, wrongful death, bankruptcy, and Social Security claims, his law firm produces results. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Southern roots, serious results.
Looking for a career with a company built to last? At Forsgren, we've been shaping the future of the River Valley since 1936. Nearly 90 years of excellence, innovation, and family-driven leadership. From sidewalks that still stand today to major infrastructure projects across the region, our legacy is built on quality and community. Apply now at goforsgren.com. Join the Forsgren legacy, where your work becomes part of something lasting. Forsgren, building the foundation of the River Valley for 4 generations. Apply now at goforsgren.com.
KERX Paris Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 72 days.
This hour of the Morning Rush is driven by Rath Mitsubishi in Springdale and online at rathmitsubishi.com. You're rolling with Rath on the Morning Rush.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
How do we see our future? Just like this. Community first and community focus. Because a stadium is nothing without the community of people. The fans from across the state and beyond. Committed to their communities for over 85 years, this partnership with Community America Credit Union shows the strength, passion, and commitment of an organization that is all in. A dedicated player in the market, and a partnership perfectly timed to help shape a new era of Razorback football. This is just the beginning of Community America's commitment to the university, to the state, and to every fan who makes up Razorback Nation. It's time to be all in.
What a special day it is to be an Arkansas Razorback as we celebrate this historic and landmark partnership between the Arkansas Razorbacks and Community America Credit Union. This announcement is a reminder that patience and a strategic vision often lead to exceptional opportunities. During this process, we were encouraged to find a partner headquartered beyond our state's borders that recognized not only the true value of the Razorback brand, but also the strength and opportunity represented throughout the state of Arkansas.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, produced by Christian Johnston.
With Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. This is the Morning Rush.
You know, based on some of the reaction yesterday, you would have thought that Hunter signed us up for Al-Qaeda Stadium based on the pushback, the blowback, and the negative. You didn't get to do the end of the show yesterday. This broke live during the Morning Rush, which has just been a godsend. We never had any sort of breaking news back in the day. But
hey, Christian, real quick, we got double audio. You can pull that switcher down, but first thing, if you could have given me 1,000,005 guesses as to who the new sponsor of the stadium was going to be, and I'd have ran out of guesses before I got to Community America. And people are like, I've never heard of these folks. I've never heard of this bank. Who are these? Oh, well, that's the whole point of advertising. That's the whole point of marketing your brand, is you want to reach into a place you're wanting to expand your footprint, and all of those boxes are checked with Community America. They're a credit union based in Missouri, big and strong in the Kansas City area. But this makes a lot of sense for them. And if it works well, it will mean that you see, I think they got 6 locations now, and they're expanding into like 12 or 13, something like that, I think is what I remember from their deal yesterday. If you see them showing up all across our state over the next 5 years, 6, 7 years, that means a partnership with the Razorbacks is a really successful and fruitful thing. It will be a rising tide that lifts all ships. And everyone in Arkansas that pays attention to Razorback sports now knows the name Community America. 48 hours ago, I had no idea who Community America was. And that's the whole purpose of why you spend $4 or so million a year to do what they're doing.
I got a text, and I'm not going to list this person's name. I got a text last Friday morning, and I didn't take this to air Monday or yesterday or Tuesday. But I got a text last night at 9:17 Friday morning. I believe Community America Credit Union has purchased the naming rights. Announcement to come next week.
Yeah.
So they did a good – I'll give them credit. They did a good job of keeping this under wraps for the most part. I didn't want to take that to air because I didn't –
could have had the scoop.
100% on that. Well, that's not really important to me. What is important is that hopefully this works. I don't have a problem with America. I don't have a problem with communities. Hopefully this is a company that values both, and hopefully they help us into the future of college athletics with this football program.
All right, so let's talk about what it means and more. The Morning Rush is on the road. If you're watching online, where are these guys at? We're sitting on the rooftop of the Pro Shop at Hardscrabble Country Club. The 2026 Hardscrabble Invitational 4-Ball is getting underway tomorrow, and I'm telling you, I'm looking down at a group of guys here below us that are all gathering, talking, mingling, some on the driving range, and I can tell you their livers are getting ready to get a workout for the next 3 or 4 days.
Is that right?
That's what's getting ready to happen.
Look at that
great
view.
Golf, too.
Christian's got the view on our video stream, Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch.
So,
looks good.
Yeah. Course is in great shape. All right, we're live here this morning. Glad you are joining us. We're going to talk more about the naming rights, NBA draft from last night, a whole lot more. We'll visit with some of the staff here from Hardscrabble Country Club, who is celebrating their 100th year this year, and we're glad to be here to help them celebrate it. If you haven't been by the Bass Pro Shops in Fort Smith, go to the Pradco store. It's inside Bass Pro Shops. There is where you can customize lures, perfect for the 4th of July. You could put America's 250, your name, any kind of message, birthday greetings. They were really popular Father's Day gifts. Or if you just like to, like golf balls. Some people put their name or their company logo on a golf ball. That would make a great gift for clients that, would like fishing stuff. Put your company name right there on the lure as well. That's the Pradco store. All their brands, customize them yourself inside the Bass Pro Shops in Fort Smith.
All right, so here's some things I jotted down.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Jackson Mahomes is involved in this company, the most insufferable human on the planet. He's the marketing guy, apparently on LinkedIn. The good thing is, for the Chiefs fans and for Patrick Mahomes fans, they are also involved as well. That is the con, and I know there's other cons. Here's my whole thing.
Or is he the con?
Yeah, he's the con. There is not a worse sibling of an athlete in the history in sports than Jackson Mahomes. I would urge someone to find someone worse than him. He sucks. There's no redeeming quality about that kid.
But it's not about him.
No, it's not. My whole thought when I saw this yesterday, I've talked to some guys since then. I don't pretend to be the most educated, but what Learfield, Hunter, the athletics department, they did, they found another honey hole outside the state. Guys, Walmart, Tyson, J.B. Hunt, Stevens, guaranteed they were offered these opportunities. In fact, Hunter said just as much yesterday. We'll play some more audio from him coming up in just a bit. But, guys, I'm not saying they're tapped out, but you can only recoup so much money from companies inside the state. And what we were able to do, what they were able to do is go somewhere, as you stated, that someone that wants to be involved in Arkansas, that sees an opportunity, a major marketing opportunity, and an influx of potential customers here in our state. I don't understand why there is such a negative connotation since this news broke yesterday.
Because they don't understand. And that's fine. That's I don't know if we're going to educate anybody, but I think we know a little bit about marketing and how branding works. That's what I've done my entire adult life. And your point about finding new ground, opening up new avenues for additional advertisers, reaching out of state. We always think we need to fish in our own backyard. You think Tyson and J.B. Hunt and Walmart, they're all tired of getting hit up for every little thing.
Exactly.
All right? Now, what we're asking them to do when we go is do these things out of the kindness and goodness and the goodwill of your heart. They all have shareholders to answer to. They have boards of directors that answer to shareholders. Do you think Walmart needs help with brand recognition, particularly in Arkansas?
It's the number one Fortune 500.
Do you think Tyson Foods really needs brand recognition and awareness built in Arkansas? He's doing what he's doing out of love for the Razorbacks. I mean, and then to ask those brands, which are already, you got to remember, we'd never had logos on the field till 3 years ago.
24, I think.
Okay,
is when it was.
2 years. logos on the football field, logos on the basketball court with Walmart and Tyson. Let's not act
Jersey with Tyson.
That's
too.
coming. Yeah, let's not act like they're not doing their part.
Yeah.
And but they don't need to grow and expand the awareness of their brand. Again, 48 hours ago, any of you ever heard of Community America?
No.
And that's the point. That's the whole point of why they would do this. Now, how much is it worth? Hunter Yurachek, a little bit tight-lipped on that. But if what they have said is true and is a favorable deal, you got to believe it's somewhere around the $4 million mark based on the homework that's been done on what these other deals are worth.
So based on what I read at Whole Hog Sports, based on what I listened to Hunter say when the media asked him questions yesterday and not revealing that said figure, there were two things he kind of pointed to. One, we don't want to give other colleges like hey, this is what at least the point is, the market price. Thank you, Big C. The market price is. And then the other one was that apparently they didn't want that number. Community America didn't want that out.
No.
I guess the only thing I would be a little suspicious is maybe not the right word. You're supposed to take them at this word. This was supposedly, as described by Rick Thorpe, as the biggest stadium branding deal in the United States, right? From a college standpoint, correct? Okay. You say that, but there's no data to back that up.
Well, you can go find out what. I mean, the largest one that's found online or on 5, you just do a quick search, is USC at the Coliseum. It's United Airlines Field. But everybody knows that it's the Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, no one knows Reynolds Razorback Stadium as anything other than Razorback Stadium or Reynolds Razorback Stadium. Now it's Community America Razorback Stadium. To me, this is a higher value deal within this market. I'm not saying that LA's secondary to this by any stretch, but if you got around $4 million, and does it really matter if it's 3.7 or 4.2? I mean, I know that's $500,000, but let's not say they failed if it comes out someday and it was $3.8 million. That doesn't mean anyone failed. This is the first of its kind. It's a landmark deal, a true landmark deal for the University of Arkansas to have a name on a sports venue that's a corporate name, not a donor's name like Bud Walton or Baum Walker or Don Reynolds. This is chartering new territory for the first time ever for this university in a new world where every piece of real estate counts.
All right, we'll read some text here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Ellis from Harrison. Ty, the point is the rights expired in 24. You guys are trying to put a spin on this. We all know that Walmart doesn't need the brand recognition.
What's been happening since 24?
I don't know where you're going.
Revenue share, NIL. You think that college – and look around this league. How many other deals in the SEC are in place? You want to look at Arkansas and say that Hunter Yurachek failed? Well, then let's say the same thing about 13 other schools in the SEC, because you know how many deals are out there existing in the Southeastern Conference for football stadium naming rights? 2. You know where they're at? Kentucky and Vanderbilt. Kroger Field and I think it's Simmons Bank there in Nashville. No one else has a name on their stadium except now Arkansas. So let's not act like, well, it expired in 24. Well, they've had their hands full trying to figure out a lot of other things that I think were top priority.
Help me understand what this word is. Ty, I think most of us are worried that Hunter Yurachek, F-U-B-A-R-D, Fabard.
You don't want to know what that – he messed it up beyond all recognition.
Effed it up.
Beyond all recognition.
I don't think I've ever heard it framed that way. Well, B in Clarksville will always be Alltel Arena to me. I agree, B. I never call it Simmons Bank Arena. I call it Alltel Arena.
But think about the money they spent on that. You think that branding's worth it? I mean, Alltel doesn't even exist, and people still call it Alltel Arena.
I guess one of the questions I have, and help me remind me, which Walton owns Arvest?
Well, the family trust owns it, but Jim Walton
would they not be a little ticked off that a competitor?
You think they didn't have a chance to do this?
Well, I'm not saying they did.
You think they didn't go to Arvest Bank?
No,
Come on, man.
I know that. But if you're trying, and I realize
why
you
would
have
they
to
be ticked off?
appease.
They had a chance to say yes. They didn't.
Okay.
They don't feel like they need the branding and awareness in Arkansas. They don't feel like it'd be $4 million. And it's not just $4 million a year. You're committing to – this deal was 13 in total, but 12 on the football stadium.
Yeah.
You're committing, like we've talked about, somewhere around $50 million to do the deal. So if it's $4 million over 12 years, you're in the upper 40s on your commitment. So it's not just 4 point whatever or whatever it ends up. This is somewhere in the neighborhood of a $50 million agreement.
Ellis says, foot and mouth, Tommy. The point is our brand is so bad or non-existent, no one wants to put a name on it. Well,
that's not true. That's not true. They just did. Yeah. I mean, that is so wrong.
I saw someone say yesterday that they're not putting their name on the stadium yet because they want to see how the 2026 season goes.
That's not true either.
But it's funny.
They're already putting their name on the rooftop. Oh, it's not funny because it's wrong.
They're
putting their name on the rooftop bar.
Hunter said that it's like 6 to 12 months to get every sign changed from Reynolds Razorback Stadium or Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium to what there is and talking about cranes and everything else.
We've changed our mode of how we do this.
What do you mean?
Well, we've always had people's names. Bryant-Denny Stadium, Don Reynolds Razorback Stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, we could Kyle Field. I mean, we can go through.
Still got Frank Broyles Field, yeah.
You got Frank Broyles Field, I guess, at Community America Razorback Stadium, but live from the Ty Richardson radio booth, I'm Chuck Barrett.
Soon to be.
So I mean. But most of these stadiums are named after great coaches or big donors.
Yeah.
The mode of how we do this in college athletics is changing because there was never a need to sell those rights. They were sacred. It was the behind glass. We didn't need to break that glass until RevShare came along. The money was always available through ticket increases, asking more donors, finding it in other pockets. Those were like the sacred cow. The naming of the stadium, we're going to hold that for someone to pay for the next big renovation or the next big, which is exactly how the South End Zone came about, which is exactly how Bud Walton Arena came about. That's the model that's always been. Those rights were held behind emergency glass until recently, and now we broke that glass in Community America. These deals, I mean, we act like you just snap your fingers and a $50 million deal appears.
Yeah.
These deals take time.
Jody and Harrison, I'm not a fan of it. Maybe the field, but not the stadium. And I don't know if – I didn't have a problem with this at all yesterday. I personally was excited. Colton Ozark would like to text into the Community America hotline. I did get this email, our buddy David from South Arkansas, because they have a partnership with the Kansas City Chiefs and Arrowhead Stadium. He sits in the 88 handicap section. He was disappointed because their seats, along with 16 others, were moved and other sections were involved. And he said Hunter Yurchek made a deal with some very, very questionable people.
How are explain that one to me.
I think it's just from the handicap standpoint, they moved the seats where people were standing up and harder to see. So that's why he was.
But who's the questionable people? I mean, that's the part I was.
That's, I think, towards Community America.
Well, why are they questionable people?
David will have to call and explain that. I'm reading from an email last night. Let's see. Arvist already has a ballpark. Not sure they can do it, too, and be profitable. They could definitely do it and still be profitable, Jason. Brent asked the question, I've been asking, why are people so mad at this? You kind of joked with me before the show. You're like, I thought we were going to argue for 2 hours. But we are.
Oh, I figured you line up with the populace.
No, the populace is wrong.
Well, normally you don't care if they're wrong. You just want to be liked.
No,
normally Ty will say whatever the most people want because Ty doesn't want anyone mad at him.
I do whatever I think, which is not always correct, is right.
Wait till you
and
get
sometimes that's what people agree with, and other times it's not. And this is one of the times where I'm definitely against it. I stick up for Arkansans everywhere when it comes to us getting screwed by officials in the SEC over the years. So if that's the popular way, then I guess I'll just continue to be popular. Man, these texts are flying in.
I want to be popular because I'm right. And this is a good deal for the University of Arkansas. This is it sets what, we don't know where they've set the market because we have not seen the deal, and I don't think we will anytime soon. But the reality is, you got to start somewhere, and I think they've started somewhere near the top of the market, from what I can tell.
Mm-hmm. Text out of the 501: do we think less people complain if a corporation like Walmart, Tyson, or JB Hunt bought the nation rights? That would be yes. There would be a lot more positive thoughts. Yeah. That doesn't make it correct. even if they bought it for the same cost as Community America. For some reason, as you stated earlier, we are dead set on the idea of having an Arkansas company being a part of it. But as you pointed out, there's a reason that they are investing this money, because they want to get in the Arkansas market.
Because they want to become an Arkansas company. That's what they want to be known as. We're brought to you by APAC and Standard Materials Group. 479-587-3300 is their number. Rock, sand, gravel, top-quality aggregates, ready-mix concrete and asphalt, all available with one call to take care of your job, big or small. They are there for you. 479-587-3300 for APAC and Standard Materials Group. Morning Rush on the road today. We're live at the Hardscrabble Invitational 4-ball, celebrating their 100th year at Hardscrabble, and we're here for the start of what's going to be a big 4 days with their 4-ball tournament. 84 teams. Let's see, what's that? 168 players in the field. This is the big event of the year.
Yeah, I had to do the math in my head real quick. All right, so this is obviously going to be a topic for the next hour and 40 minutes. We'll also get into last night. Congratulations to Trevin Brazil and Malik Thomas. Malik and TB go back-to-back, so that's awesome. Scott Van Pelt went in on your hats deal, like you were talking about yesterday.
Oh, that's just ridiculous what they do. So
National Handshake Day, Color TV Day. You still wanted to talk about the PGA stuff, which we can.
Yeah, and I've read a little bit. We've had some other things come up, but maybe we'll get into that a little bit later. But yeah, the PGA Tour, changing the way their premier events are going to be, and changing basically the tour schedule. And set up as well. Brought to you by Joe's Grill and Cantina, 3400 South 74th Street, across from Harps in Fort Smith. Fajita Friday coming up tomorrow. I'm telling you, no one has better steak fajitas than Joe's Grill and Cantina. They use high-quality skirt steak, and, I mean, you can taste the difference when you get the fajitas. And I like the steak. The chicken's great, the shrimp great, all that stuff's great. But Tommy Kraft likes the old steak fajitas. So try those out. They also got the steak, spinach, and mushroom enchiladas, which might be my favorite thing on the menu. Fresh, house-made salsa every day. Fresh chips every day. It's all at Joe's Grill and Cantina in Fort Smith.
All right, let's see what else I wrote down.
It's hot.
Purple Rain by Prince came out on this day in 1984. Unfortunately, Farrah Fawcett passed away on this day. When you think about iconic posters,
there's none bigger.
That one, the Michael Jordan dunk, George Gervin, Iceman. I'm trying to think what else Cindy Crawford back in the day.
Farrah Fawcett.
Okay, that's one that.
I mean, that was before my time, really. But I mean, everyone knows that. I don't even know. Do they? I guess you could probably get online and still find it.
Yes, you could still find it.
Farrah Fawcett poster. Hopefully, her family's getting royalties off that. But
I would. You would hope so.
She looked good. All right, we're going to talk to John Burton, the pro here at Hardscrabble. Cole Wassinger, who is their GM. They'll all join us here at some point throughout the show. If you haven't taken us along on the Hit That Line Now app powered by Taco Bell, be sure and do that. Whether you want to listen on demand or live to all of our programming from Chuck and Bo in the morning to the Morning Rush, halftime, and also Ruskin and Zach. It's all available with the Hit That Line Now app, powered by Taco Bell. And Alyssa Orange, the newest member of our team, coming up later in the show as well.
Yeah, Hog Update. Stay with us. We're live from Hardscrabble Country Club.
Call or text the Morning Rush at 877-377-6963.
With the 34th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Malik Thomas from the University of Arkansas.
This is the Morning Rush.
Hog fans, this is Robert.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback, the only local family and Arkansas alumni Razorback store in the state.
And the Stadium Shop is the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
You know, it seems there's always a Razorback sporting event happening.
And if you need something new for your home, office, or just want to update your wardrobe, the Stadium Shop has new stuff arriving all the time.
And we don't have to ask someone from corporate office to get something that Hog fans want. We are the corporate office.
Hey, Matt, did you hear about the tree out in front of the store?
No, what about it?
I heard it's a bit shady.
Wow, you've got to leave these jokes alone.
Anyway, you can see the shady tree and all the hog stuff at 989 South Razorback Road here in Fayetteville.
But not everyone can get to Fayetteville, so we've got one of those www.
Dad, again, it's called a website, and it's shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse.
Some serious crappie.
Nice speck.
We got crappies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Taco Bell's Lutz boxes are curated to perfection. The refined $5 box, opulent $7 box, and the abundance of the $9 box, featuring the Fajita Street chalupas with boldly seasoned peppers and onions. Each delivers a satisfying symphony of flavors, but all that Lutz might go to your head.
Monsieur, check please.
You already paid. That's literally your receipt.
I wanna hear.
Try Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lutz boxes.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for, only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com, RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they loved the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus? I'm Pastor E. from Woodland. Think about it.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May 31st to avoid late penalty. You can do this in person at one of our 3 locations, over the phone, or online by going to www.countyservice.net. I would also like to remind any current homeowners or any individuals buying their homes on contract to contact our office and check on your eligibility for the homestead tax credit. Contact us today to see if you qualify. The homestead tax credit could save you up to $600 off your tax bill.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good Feet, good life.
To meet all of your office technology needs, find us online at aaabm.com or call us at 471-1771.
Is your business getting found online or getting lost in the crowd? Hi, I'm Christy Bedeau with ESPN Arkansas, and I'm here to help you get your products and services found in today's digital world. Not only do we offer connections to the loyal Razorback fan base, but we can help you build, maintain, and grow your online presence. From world-class websites to streaming video commercials, we create the campaign that allows you to be found online and on air. I can help you create a marketing strategy built around your goals that works. Call me, Christy Bedeau, at 208-3012 for a free needs analysis, and let's create a marketing plan that gets you found.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Darren McFadden goes 73 yards. And Alec has a wide open man.
Childs. He's loose. He scores. Childs, please.
Uncle Tommy loves the Razorbacks.
ARKNSAS.
This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush.
With the 34th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Malik Thomas from the University of Arkansas. With the 35th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Trevin Brazile from the University of Arkansas.
How about that? Back-to-back last night for Arkansas.
Not much need to watch after that.
No, Cleveland and Denver. Not a huge amount of desire for me to watch beyond that, but two guys I know were instrumental in this team making it to Sweet 16 and now get to fulfill their lifelong aspirations and play at the next level.
Well, and there's not been – I had the note here, and not been very many times you've had three Razorbacks taken in the same draft. I think this is the third time that's happened. So, I mean, or in the same draft. So this was a good draft, and this was a draft that, I mean, you just look at the top four picks.
Mm-hmm.
This was a good draft. This was loaded with talent. So, we were talking yesterday in a kind of an average year, Acuff goes in the top 5. Might be your highest drafted Razorback ever. But this was a loaded draft this year. So to have 3 picks in the top 35 are pretty good.
Yeah.
36, I guess.
Take that. I know there's plenty of good things to say about both those guys.
He has got NBA-level athleticism. He can run. He's a good cutter, a lob threat, but he also can knock down threes at a high rate. Last year, he was the only Division I player to have over 50 assists, over 50 blocks, and over 50 steals, and he made over 40 threes.
Jay Bill is talking about Trevin Brazile, who went a lot higher than expected. I think Malik ended up you were thinking late first round, early second, but I think everyone was pretty blown away outside of Denver, of course, that TB was drafted that high.
Yeah, so cool moment. Another, what was it, draft picks, was it 59 and 60 for Calipari? Which he's had more.
Because Hogs
he's had more than the University of Arkansas has had total.
I was going to say that. That's it. That's crazy. Big news. Talked about it earlier. We'll continue talking about through the morning. Arkansas announced yesterday Community America Razorback Stadium beginning in 2027. Evidently, they've been here for 65 years in Arkansas. Did you know who they were before this?
Never heard of them.
I didn't either. That means they're doing their job. SEC Club's going to be rebranded as the Community America Club inside of Razorback Stadium. And you said they were getting a name on the Big Reds or whatever?
Well, that's what I was talking about.
Okay, that's what you were talking about.
That's what I was talking about there.
All right. Last thing, Arkansas got another commit for the baseball team, number 1 transfer class. Florida Gulf Coast pitcher Chris Diaz committed to the Razorback via several reports. So Dave Van Hort continues to add to the number 1 recruiting class, at least in the transfer portal this season.
All right, that's your Hog Update. It is brought to you by the Inn at the Mill, 443-1800 is their number. 443-1800. Convenient location, right in the middle of everything when it comes to Northwest Arkansas. And you can find them online at inatthemill.com. If you're looking for a great place to stay and you want the comfort and convenience of a great location, big oversized suites and rooms, and the friendliest staff at a hotel you'll ever meet, the Inn at the Mill is the place to stay. 479-443-1800 is their number.
All right, so Hunter went on kind of an explanation about the timeline and everything else yesterday. Here is what he had to say about the naming of Razorback Stadium.
I mean, first of all, there's no timeline. We didn't have to ever pull down the Donald W. Reynolds Razorback name just because the contract had expired. I mean, obviously that foundation had been really good to us. But when we started down the road, we first went down the private path, and we knocked on some of the family doors that you'd think that we would knock on, and there wasn't the interest we thought there may be in naming our football stadium. And those families have done such amazing things, not only for the athletic program, but for the university. And then the university launched their own $200 million capital campaign, their Land of Opportunity Scholarship Fund. It didn't make a lot of sense for the athletic department to be stepping on the university's toes while they were out there knocking on some of the same doors. So then we pivoted. We went the route of trying to find a corporate partnership. And when you do that, then we had to go out and get an assessment from Wasserman. And after you get the assessment, you go out and you have the RFQ process to hire Learfield to do that. And then you go through that process, and then you finally get to the finish line of where we are today. And Learfield had 2 years to sell this opportunity and did so in less than a year. So kudos to that team and what they're able to uncover for us.
That's more of an explanation on this process. Go ahead.
So the people that have texted and said, well, you still had the Reynolds Razorback signs up. did you really want Hunter Yurachek to spend them? You think they'd come out and take those signs down for free? And then what are you going to put there? You want him to go out and put a blue tarp over them? Well, I mean, how Hunter Yurachek handled this was the correct way, because it's going to be a major undertaking and quite an expense to pull those signs down, put Community America signs up, and then all the other signage and the assets that go along with that. You want to spend that money twice and have no money coming in? So the way it was handled, just from a simple financial standpoint, he didn't waste any money by the way he transitioned this.
Isaac said if this was a $4 million deal, then why not tout it? He believes that the answer is because it's likely a lesser, much lower amount than maybe what they're.
I think they did just fine. I don't think they were going to let Learfield come in a year and cut that in half. And why, Community America is well versed in what these things cost. They're well versed in sports marketing.
Not their first sports marketing.
So I think they did just fine there. Brought to you by Mock Legal Solutions. Jackie and Matt opened their office over 4 years ago. They really focus on 3 primary areas: custody, criminal, and car wrecks. Jackie Mock can help you navigate that high conflict divorce. If you're on the wrong side of the law, she'll hold the prosecutor's feet to the fire and get your rights protected. And she's a former big insurance defense attorney, so she knows how to get them to pay a fair settlement for your injuries and your vehicle. Call Jackie, 479-769-1505, or online at mocklegalsolutions.com.
Morning Rush Daily Question when we come back.
Text the Morning Rush at 877-377-6963.
What's your message to the fans back in Arkansas about your time in the Pig Suey?
Oh, yeah, man, I love y'all. I'll be back soon. I won't stop coming out there for sure. I'll be back for sure.
This is the Morning Rush.
Hog fans, this is Robert.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback, the only local family and Arkansas alumni Razorback store in the state.
And the Stadium Shop is the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
You know, it seems there's always a Razorback sporting event happening.
And if you need something new for your home, office, or just want to update your wardrobe, the Stadium Shop has new stuff arriving all the time.
And we don't have to ask someone from corporate office to get something that Hog fans want. We are the corporate office.
Hey, Matt, did you hear about the tree out in front of the store?
No, what about it?
I heard it's a bit shady.
Wow, you've got to leave these jokes alone.
Anyway, you can see the shady tree and all the hog stuff at 989 South Razorback Road here in Fayetteville.
But not everyone can get to Fayetteville, so we've got one of those Google
Dad, again, it's called a website, and it's shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or they can call us at 479 Stadium. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
Take it from Arkansas greats, Joe Klein and Pat Bradley.
The big national sports apps are now in Arkansas, taking over Oaklawn and Bentley, which are no longer local.
Making Bet Saracen the only real local app.
Still Arkansans fan fave.
Plus, Bet Saracen is still the official sports betting app of many of the state's colleges and universities.
Bet Saracen, built by Arkansans for Arkansans.
Bet with Arkansans. Bet with Bet Saracen.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET.
Back-to-back hogs. Woo pig suey.
This is the Morning Rush.
Drive smarter with a road-ready certified pre-owned vehicle, available only at Rath Auto Resources. We look all over the region for the best used cars. From there, they're inspected, reconditioned to our certified standards, and backed with a comprehensive warranty. And while the other guys might spring hundreds or even $1,000 in added fees on you at the last minute, our painless pricing and non-commissioned sales team ensure that you get a straight deal every time. Make the switch to a road-ready certified pre-owned vehicle and see why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith.
Are you ready to indulge in an unforgettable fine dining experience? Then come join us at Uncorked, where every meal is a masterpiece, crafted with the finest ingredients to tantalize your taste buds. And with our extensive selection of cocktails, wine, craft beer, and bourbons, we've got something for everyone. So why not take a break from the ordinary and join us on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodi's? Come savor the moment with us at Uncorked, where every visit is a celebration.
Spring is here, and it's the perfect time to upgrade your home. If your garage door needs repair or you're ready for a new look, call Precision Garage Door. From broken springs and openers to brand new doors, they provide expert service and professional installation. Fully licensed and insured, with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers, and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call 844-PDS-DOOR or visit PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Precision Garage Door, voted the best in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
The paint store in Van Buren is still the place to go to when doing the job right really matters. Our unique line of Richards paint products was chosen by me to perform for you. This is Sue, and my 35 years of experience ensures you get the right paint and the right color. That's important to you and me. Thank you for your support. Come see what I'm talking about. 1414 Fayetteville Road, the paint store, Van Buren.
This 4th of July, celebrate our nation's 250th birthday at Greenwood's 2026 Freedom Fest. Sponsored by the Greenwood A&T Commission. Join us Saturday, July 4th from 4 to 10 p.m. for kids' activities, food trucks, craft and artisan vendors, and live music all night. Enjoy performances by Barrett Faber, Oreo Blue, and the Brandon Butler Band, plus a special fireworks show honoring Kelly Hendricks. Bring your lawn chairs, bring your friends, and join us on the town square. Freedom Fest, Saturday, July 4th. We'll see you there.
When the heat turns up, your equipment can't afford to slow down. At Sharp Equipment, we keep you working with quality parts, quick repairs, and a team that knows how to get you back up and running. Whether you're tackling land, lifting loads, or repairing what broke in the field, we've got your back. Visit Sharp Equipment at 3918 Pointer Trail East in Van Buren, or give us a call at 479-649-0500. Sharp Equipment, keeping your world moving, less downtime, more done.
You will never find a boring old burger at Art's Barbecue and Burgers in Fort Smith. Try the Wild West Burger, topped with a hot link, jalapenos, and Art's hot sauce. The Brisket Burger, with tender brisket and caramelized onions on top of their hand-patted burger. Or the famous Art Attack, with house bacon, smoked ham, an onion ring, and a fried egg. There are 10 different burgers to choose from, and they're all $1 off every Saturday. Art's Barbecue Burgers and more. Rogers Avenue, next to Buddy's in Fort Smith.
Need more customers? I'm Lance Gregory with ESPN Arkansas. Let me help you grow your business with the power of radio and digital marketing working together. From radio advertising to targeted digital campaigns, I can help you reach the right audience, increase awareness, and drive results for your business. Let's build a marketing plan that fits your goals and gets new customers. Email me today at lance.gregory@hitthatline.com. Radio and digital sales combined, helping local businesses grow.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
The Carpat Social Morning Rush Daily Question.
All right, you men. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer to the best of your ability.
It's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Check out Nate and Christian's place in Lowell online at carpatsocial.com.
University of Arkansas / John Calipari had 3 Razorbacks taken in the NBA draft. We don't, we pretty good year. How many next year? That's the Morning Rush Daily question. How many Razorbacks will be drafted a year from now in the NBA draft?
All right. Jordan Smith's a lock.
Billy.
Yeah, Billy. Jordan, Billy. Okay, that's 3. What do we think about Toure, JJ, Wilkinson? I don't know if I'd necessarily put anyone else in that category. Would you guys? So I would say at least 3. So if you set the over-under, I think the answer is 3.5. If you said, hey, this is the over-under for the Razorbacks drafted next year, I would say that's
just don't know enough about the freshmen at this point, but I would probably today go under on that, but I hope I'm wrong. But you know Billy Richmond's, certainly probably the most likely to be drafted a year from now. So you feel solid about that. And the question is how many of those freshmen might play into that. Like, I don't expect any of them to be Darius Acuff, but I do expect, 1 or 2 to probably be second-round choices.
Here's what I would guarantee of who's going to get drafted. Billy, Jordan, and Mourningen, like Big C said.
Okay.
Beyond that, it is a toss-up between Wilkinson, who did I just say? Abdou Toure,
okay.
and also JJ.
Right.
Those two freshmen in that. That's what I would say if I did do that. West thinks 5. Cal had, I think, 6 guys. I think when they won the national championship in 2012, they had 6 guys drafted because Cal always talks about when we win, everybody eats. That team, I think, with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, Anthony Davis, who went number 1 overall, they had a bunch of that.
Just saw Grant Morgan walk in down there. He's
Yeah.
playing.
I saw that. His name was on the list. All right, that is your Cart Pass Social Morning Rush Daily Question. When it's raining outside, you can check out Cart Pass Social in Northwest Arkansas. Great place for indoor golf. You can play at one over 1,000 different golf courses at Cart Pass Social. Summer memberships going on through September at Cart Pass Social.
We are at Hardscrabble Country Club. It is their 100th anniversary. It is their Hardscrabble Invitational. It's their 4-ball. It's the biggest event of the year at the club, and John Burton is the guy in charge of all of it. And he's not tired yet, but he will be by Sunday.
By Sunday, yes.
By Sunday.
Who's more tired, you or Henry?
Henry right now.
Okay.
He's got about 40 guys up there beating him up.
Yeah. So this is going to be fun event, great deal for the members here at Hardscrabble, who's celebrating 100 years as a club this year.
100 years, 1926. Hard to believe.
Course is looking great. One of the things that for folks that haven't been to Hardscrabble or been out in a while, course is undergoing some major improvements with an irrigation system. New greenside bunkers are about halfway complete at this point. Lots being invested in the facilities here.
Yeah, so Thomas and his guys, our golf course superintendent, Jones Plan out of Tulsa. It's about a $4 million project. So full redo of the irrigation system, probably 40 years old, so it was time. And then all of the greenside bunkers are getting reworked, going from about 80,000 square feet of sand down to probably 40,000, so easier to maintain. Super cool design, kind of putting it back to what Perry Maxwell built in 1926. And like Tommy said, back nine is done. They're taking a pause for this week, and they will hit it back to it on Monday.
Have you seen my man Ty lately on the course? Have you saw his swing lately?
You know, Ty and I have not had a chance to really sit down and talk about all of Ty Richardson's
address a lot of issues.
I have a couple of chairs in my office. I call them the therapy chairs. I've not pinned him down into one of those yet.
Okay.
I know Ty is probably a sneaky dark horse in that flight that he's in.
Mhm. Fair.
Pushed real hard for a format change this year. I'm assuming to benefit he and his partner.
Yes.
I promise you, it wasn't for his detriment.
So yeah, Ty. I'm not sure what the Vegas odds would be on you.
I think there's a chance we could win this thing. I'll leave it at that. Can't come in too cocky, but I think there's a chance we could win this thing.
Ty, this area to the right of the first tee.
It's the range.
It's some call it the driving range. Some call it the practice tee.
See, why practice?
This is where I never see you. And John, do you ever see Ty on the practice tee? Other than maybe 10 minutes before his round?
Socializing.
So yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Listen,
ordering a drink,
chatting it up with the guys before he goes.
I always come back to this one phrase: why practice when you can play? Golf is meant to be played. It's not meant to be practiced. It's not meant to be agonized over. It is meant to be played. That's why there's courses everywhere. There's not driving ranges everywhere. There are courses. You can't have a successful golf course without the course. You can have driving range and whatever. You got the course. That's why it's there.
I'm gonna say
all that is an amenity.
It can only help you at this point.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn.
What's the one issue? You watch a lot of, there's good players here at the club.
Yeah.
But as you watch just the average Joe golfer, and we got a lot of them listening, what's the biggest issue?
It's everybody that I teach, it's all they say the same thing over and over again. I want to be more consistent. I want to shoot consistent scores, whatever that is. If it's 92 or 72, I just want to be more consistent. And to kind of beat Ty up even more, the only way you really become consistent is to groove whatever motion that you're making. There's most of the guys I see, they're right-handed golfers. They hit a left to right shot. Some people call it a slice. Ty, I think, has that one in the bag most of the time.
It's there.
I fix a lot of guys that slice the golf ball, and it's fun. It's fun to watch a guy progress. Really, where the double-digit handicappers, 15 to 20s, can benefit the most is chipping and putting. Yeah. Because they're not going to hit that many greens in regulation, so if they can chip and putt, they can get around and shoot a decent number.
Tie this area over here to the left.
What's that?
It's the putting green. That's what it's also called the practice green.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You can chip, as some guys are right now. You can also practice your.
Well, I've had a 2001 putter that I've been using. Now I got a nice new one, so I'm just going to instantaneously get better. So I don't really have to practice thanks to this new thing. So,
yeah.
Right.
Buy a game. Yeah. Most people try that.
That's how it works. Hey, tell me about your shop. We're actually doing the show.
Yes.
from the rooftop
Yep.
of your pro shop. This, Ty and I were talking, where do you want to do the show from? I said, let's do it from the roof of the pro shop.
Yeah.
Worked out great. We got a great vantage point. Everybody's been waving as they came by. But you got a lot of cool stuff in the shop that people can come check out.
Yeah, so my wife and I, Nicole, she's the mastermind behind the golf shop. We actually own that.
He understated that,
Understated, yeah. She is the boss. But
warden.
we own the merchandise concession here at Hardscrabble. That started in 2018. And we just beat the doors down trying to get the best products we could, best lines. Peter Millar is probably the #1 seller. It's fantastic stuff, shorts, shirts, pullovers. We do some other stuff with Johnny O. Turtleson's pretty popular. But we're fully stocked. We carry everything. Golf clubs, golf balls, apparel with the logo, some without logos. Some guys are weird about wearing a logo, but yeah, we've got it all.
I've got my Hardscrabble logo on this morning, the older one, but I do have it on. Somebody's listening. They say, I live in Ozark, or I live in Alma, or I live in Fort Smith or Van Buren, and I've thought about Hardscrabble for a while. Now's a great time to come be a part of it. I know, they're near the end of a membership drive and the numbers of golf members, but there's plenty of room for people to join the club in a variety of ways, whether social membership or tennis memberships, or the pool's right behind us. It's a great place to be, and I think Ty and I both found it to be a great community of great people out here to enjoy golf.
It is not stuffy. It is not your typical.
And that's what I thought
club.
before I joined. I think there were a bunch of jackwagons out there. It's been anything but that.
Yeah, it's a cool spot. I mean, and again, we've been around for 100 years. It is not the stuffy, super private, ultra, that type of. I guess that'd be stereotype of a country club. We are not that. We got a lot of guys Ty's age, which is super cool. The club is definitely getting younger. A lot of families, a lot of kiddos, pool and golf, and it's a good spot. I mean, and what is it from Ozark? I mean, it's not
30
that far.
Minutes, 40 minutes.
30 minutes, 40 minutes, and you can have one of the best golf courses in the region.
There's no question it's the best golf facility in the area, and one of the top courses in the state as well. Well, thanks for putting up with us and having us out. We are, I guess, it's my third or fourth year to play in the 4-ball, and it's just the highlight of my summer.
It is the best event we do. It's 168 players for 4 days, and it's a good time.
It's like the peak, and then it's all downhill from here.
Well, it gets hot. It gets hot after that.
And you show up, you don't have to worry about anything. Your meals, your drinks, your range balls. You got a great tee gift this year and a Scotty Cameron putter. I mean, it's like going to a all-inclusive resort in Mexico. You just show up and everything's taken care of. It's a great event.
We do everything else. All you got to do is be here.
All right. So John Burton, PGA professional. I don't think he's ready to take on Ty's deficiency in his game, but it would probably lament your career as a teaching pro if you could turn this around.
Teacher of the year would be
decade.
in my future.
Teacher of the decade.
Listen, that trophy in my room that says most improved golfer, that wasn't by accident. I've learned a thing or two from. I mean, come on now. Let's
500.
YouTube golf.
Let's not inflate it that much.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me on.
John Burton, one of my favorite people, and his wife Nicole's even better out here at Hardscrabble Country Club. He's the club pro, and does him and his team just awesome this week. I mean, he's got a group of people that really work hard on this event, and it's an awesome 4 days out here. So really is.
Well, we're gonna have a good next couple of days. We've got to get Big C, you have not played out here with us yet. I know you played with your dad.
Looks like a beautiful course, man. Beautiful.
Past this weekend, when you want to go golf, and Colton, that goes for you too. We got to make this happen. We haven't played with Matt in a while either.
Yeah, Matt's been out here before, but yeah, we'd love to have all these guys out here at Hardscrabble. All right, Alyssa Orange, newest member of our team. She's going to join us inside the next hour. New host of Halftime. Glad to announce that yesterday. We got a lot of good stuff, a lot of growth, and a lot of big things coming to the ESPN Arkansas team here in the next few weeks, and we're excited to tell you about it. Hey, we're brought to you by our friends at Farm Credit of Western Arkansas. When the workday is done, whether you want to get home and relax, and maybe it's golf, maybe it's fishing, maybe it's being on the water, Farm Credit of Western Arkansas can help you do it and enjoy your own land. Go to myaglender.com. That's myaglender.com, or stop by any of their 25 locations around Arkansas today. That's myaglender.com for Farm Credit of Western Arkansas.
All right, we got hour 2 coming up. Tommy mentioned Alyssa coming on with us. A few other things to get into outside the renaming of Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. Malik and TB, congratulations to those guys. Did you see what Austin Reeves got?
Max deal, wasn't it?
$185 million. Apparently,
four years too, wasn't it?
Apparently, yeah. Apparently, they serenaded him with his favorite country music in the meeting room.
Good for him.
And he got some custom AR-15 pillows as well. Hour number 2 of the Morning Rush continues next, live from Hardscrabble Country Club at the 4-Ball Invitational.
Hog fans, this is Robert.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback, the only local family and Arkansas alumni Razorback store in the state.
And the Stadium Shop is the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
You know, it seems there's always a Razorback sporting event happening.
And if you need something new for your home, office, or just want to update your wardrobe, the Stadium Shop has new stuff arriving all the time.
And we don't have to ask someone from corporate office to get something that Hog fans want. We are the corporate office.
Hey, Matt, did you hear about the tree out in front of the store?
No, what about it?
I heard it's a bit shady.
Wow, you've got to leave these jokes alone.
Anyway, you can see the shady tree and all the hog stuff at 989 South Razorback Road here in Fayetteville.
But not everyone can get to Fayetteville, so we've got one of those www.
Dad, again, it's called a website, and it's shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or they can call us at 479 Stadium. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
Take it from Arkansas greats, Joe Klein and Pat Bradley.
The big national sports apps are now in Arkansas, taking over Oaklawn and Bentley, which are no longer local.
Making Bet Saracen the only real local app.
Still Arkansans' fan fave.
Plus, Bet Saracen is still the official sports betting app of many of the state's colleges and universities.
Bet Saracen, built by Arkansans for Arkansans.
Bet with Arkansans. Bet with Bet Saracen.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET.
Hey, Fort Smith, have you seen the all-new Bass Pro Shop outpost on Bass Pro Drive off Rogers Avenue? Step inside and check out the Pradco store within a store, where you can create something truly one of a kind. Pick from iconic lure shapes like the Booyah One Knocker or the Bandit 100, to name only a few, and have it custom autographed just the way you want it. It's fun, it's personal, and it's only at the brand new Bass Pro outpost. Swing by today and make your own custom lure.
This is the Morning Rush.
Save up to $4,000 on select Buick Enclaves at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. That's $4,000 off and 4.9% financing for up to 84 months on this luxurious third-row SUV. Or drive the brand new Buick Envista, a stylish crossover, for as low as $399 per month. These are limited time offers. Experience the new Buick at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith, or online at harryrobinson.com.
Sometimes I'm in a hurry. Stay in the slow lane, buddy. That's when I use the Sodies app to order my favorites and pick up in their drive-thru. They even offer a 10% discount on your first app order. Experience different at Sodies Wine and Spirits off I-540 on Phoenix Avenue.
Every day is worth celebrating at Uncorked. Cocktails, wine, craft beer, bourbons, and unbelievably great food. Uncorked on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodies.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Top CDL Academy is a licensed Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration that provides the federal required training to obtain both Class A and Class B CDL licenses. Our program provides assistance with employment after graduation. We have finance and grant options available. Students straight out of class have started new careers earning $70,000 to $140,000 per year, and training is provided for all 50 states. Call today, 479-632-1050. COP CDL Academy.
When you need legal help, turn to the law offices of Craig L. Cook.
With over 40 years combined experience, the Cook Law Team works for you. If you've been injured in an auto accident, hurt on the job, a victim of nursing home negligence, or
partner headquartered beyond our state's borders that recognize not only the true value of the Razorback brand, but also the strength and opportunity represented throughout the state of Arkansas.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, produced by Christian Johnston, with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. This is The Morning Rush.
Back here on The Morning Rush, Ty and Tommy live from the Hardscrabble Country Club. We have lost them for a brief second. Hopefully we get them back here in just a few short minutes. I'm here with Alyssa Orange, the newest member of the ESPN Arkansas team. She will be the new co-host for Halftime, Alyssa.
Yeah, good morning.
We are very excited to have you.
Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, and getting to work with a guy like Matt Jones obviously is very cool, I'm sure. And then Colton Little, who's doing a great job coming up. Going to make a great team on Halftime.
Well, thank you. No, the guys have been great so far. Obviously, have known Matt for a handful of years, really just over the radio, because I got to be a call-in guest with him and Phil for the last couple of years, which has been really fun. And then I've gotten to know Colton a little bit over the last week or so, and really excited. One, they've just been welcoming with open arms and teaching me the ropes. Obviously, after 15 years of television, radio is going to be a little bit of an adjustment, but they've been great, and I'm really excited to enter into this radio space and have a really good time with both of those guys.
All right, I think we got Ty with us now.
Fantastic.
Ty, you there?
Hey, Alyssa. Hey,
Hey,
Christian.
Ty.
Well, the great thing about getting introduced to radio is every once in a while you have a snafu or a difficulty.
Well,
But
I tell you
we're
what, that
excited to have
happens.
you.
I was going to say that happens in TV all the time. If that live view drops out right before your live shot, you just got to roll with the punches.
Yeah. Well, a little backstory for us. We're live at Hardscrabble Country Club this morning. I think our equipment overheating. We're trying to get that back online. But I've known Alyssa since I was a sophomore in college.
Yeah.
When I was interning with Bo's show. I've had a relationship since then. She's been great to me over the years. I know when we were entertaining several different potential candidates for co-hosting with Matt and now Colton, Alyssa was the name that just got popping up. So we're thrilled to have her as part of the team, and Alyssa just excited to. I know we've done some stuff together over the years,
Yeah.
but excited to have you full time.
Well, thanks, Ty. No, I know. Ty and I go way back, which is fun. One of the first people that I knew when I moved to Arkansas in 2013. And so, yeah, it's been really fun to watch you blossom on the radio too, Ty. And really excited now that I get to be a part of this team.
What is what you're most looking forward to? I know this is a different entity. Like you said, you've done several sub-ins and several different radio hits over the years. But what's your most what are you most looking forward to about doing radio full time?
You know, I think this is going to be just something that's a lot of fun. And over the years with TV, not that TV isn't fun, and I think we lost Ty one more time, and I'll continue to answer his question. Not that TV isn't fun, because it is, and you get to do some really cool stuff. It's also confined to a time limit, and you've got a certain amount of time to do what you need to do, and then you move on. And I think what's fun about radio is you get a space to be a little bit more open and honest and opinionated, have a little bit more of a back and forth conversation. And I hope too, even though I've been in this market for 12 years, as we've talked about, you know, a lot of people who might have watched me on television might get to know a little bit of a different side of me on the radio, just because my personality is going to shine a little bit. So yeah, we'll talk sports and all that kind of stuff, because that's what we love and that's what we do. But I hope, along with Matt and Colton, you just kind of get to see a little bit more of my personality and who I am and what I'm about. And I'm really excited to share a little bit of me that I didn't get to on television.
Well, I was hoping to have a smoother intro than this.
Hello,
but,
Tommy.
You know, things happen.
It's
yeah,
okay.
things happen. And I don't know. I don't know if we're sitting on a rooftop right now, overlooking a golf course, and I think the sun bearing down may have just been too much for the equipment to bear over the last hour. I'm not sure.
That happens.
This is what you will learn. Live radio, things happen. And you just got to deal with it.
Absolutely. It's just like live TV, like I was telling Ty, you know, that stuff happens. Things get overheated. One of the things when you talk about weather and the elements, when I was in Minneapolis doing the Super Bowl in 2017 or 2018, we were doing live shots outside the stadium at 5 a.m. It's negative 20 degrees, and all of our cords kept snapping because they were frozen cold. So things happen. The weather does play a factor when it comes to this stuff, so I get it.
All right, bear with me while I get caught up a second. Then I want
Sure.
to ask you about the stadium naming rights yesterday. We're brought to you by Uncorked, Phoenix Avenue, next to Sody's in Fort Smith. If you're looking for the perfect place for date night this weekend or that late afternoon business meeting and you don't want to have to be shouting over people to have an adult conversation, Uncorked's my place to go, because you can always count on a great atmosphere, great service, the selection of beers on tap, bourbon's there, and just, you know, really the full bar, and the wines especially, is unmatched. Plus, they got a great happy hour menu for appetizers and different options they have. Their spicy meatballs and their fried deviled eggs, to me, are the best things on their appetizer menu. You can try those out for maybe a late afternoon snack as well. Patio season, we're still in it. And it's always a great place to maybe have the TV on outside as well. That's Uncorked, Phoenix Avenue, next to Sody's in Fort Smith. And make your reservations online at uncorkedthefort.com. Obviously, the big news yesterday was the naming rights of the stadium, Alyssa.
Yeah.
And I think 48 hours ago, most of us had never probably heard of Community America. And we're all getting educated on that. What were your first takeaways when the release came out about 24 hours ago?
Yeah, I think my first thought was, who? But I think that was a lot of people's
Yeah.
first thought, right?
Exactly.
Who is that?
Exactly.
And also too, it just felt a little. I don't want to say rushed because I know obviously they had a lot of time to put it together behind the scenes, but from an outsider perspective, as a media perspective, it just kind of got thrown at us, even though we were anticipating the news at some point, and I didn't know if from an optics standpoint that was the best way to go about it. I felt like it needed to be a little bit more inclusive. It felt a little too exclusive. I said that yesterday on the radio. You know, we know how
like
Arkansans
an hour and a half
are.
notice.
Yeah, well, and you also just know how Arkansans are, and if they feel excluded in any way, it just doesn't go over well. And so I felt like this maybe should have been thought about to be a little bit more inclusive with some more fans, not just so suits and tie-esque kind of announcement, and make it a little bit more exciting to generate some of that excitement that wasn't there when all of that kind of got announced, because okay, we're about to put a name that not a lot of people are aware of and don't know a lot about. How can we get people excited right off the bat? It just fell flat to me. Now here's the deal. With all that being said, that was just the announcement. At the end of the day, they got some money to put a name on the side of the stadium, and hopefully that money turns into wins for Arkansas when it comes to being able to bring in players and have success. So if they're able to generate some revenue in that way, and it obviously turns into some wins and success, like I said, then no one's really going to care whose name is on the side of the stadium.
And that's kind of where my head was at. Was like, well, there hasn't been a lot of positivity from this announcement, which I don't understand. Tommy and I are in lockstep on this. We think it's great. The question I have is like, okay, can this help Arkansas, not just athletics, but football specifically, move forward in what's going to be a brutal SEC, 9 games from here on out. Who knows when they'll go to 10 at some point in time potentially. But then you can look back in 10 years at the end of this contract and being like, this was vital. This was important. Because what you say, Kroger Field in Lexington and Nashville with Simmons.
Arkansas is just one of 3 SEC schools that currently have a naming rights deal, Alyssa. So, I mean, for all the criticism, well, they've had it since 24. They've known this was coming. This isn't the business model of college athletics. College stadiums are generally named after a person, not after a company.
Right, and here's the deal, too, though. They went that private route. And no one wanted to pay the kind of money that they were hoping to get out of a contract by putting a name on the side of a stadium anymore. Nowadays, the money you're going to generate and have some revenue and make a difference is going to come from a company. I think, again, we all know, we've covered this state, we've lived in this state a long time. There are just going to be people who are loud because this isn't an Arkansas quote-unquote company. They thought it would be something that would be a little bit more local, maybe a Walmart or a Tyson or something like that. But money is money, and money's better than no money, and it doesn't matter where the money's coming from. It will make a difference. How big of a difference, we'll see. But I think that was still, sometimes you just got to have to those fans who are just, if it's not from Arkansas, they're going to have an opinion about it. Hopefully they can have some patience too, and hopefully this turns around and is beneficial for the Razorbacks.
I don't care what walk of life you are in business, whether you sell insurance or you're an attorney or you're in the radio business or you're in stadium naming rights or whatever it is. Retaining your clients is a huge part of it, but there's no better win than a new client. You've got to grow your customer base. You've got to grow it every day. And what I see from this is Community America, again, very few had heard of it 48 hours ago. This is a new client. This is a new frontier. This is a new marketplace for the University of Arkansas. And Alyssa, if we wake up 3 years from now, and they've got locations now in Little Rock, Jonesboro, Pine Bluff, Fort Smith, and now they're a statewide brand, that means that the University of Arkansas's brand helped lift them to that point. It's a win, and it makes everything else they do more valuable.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a company looking to grow in a state, that's exactly what you do. And I think that you look around and you sit here and you say, okay, well, no publicity is bad publicity. I mean, how many national people were tweeting about this announcement yesterday as well? I saw that all up and down X. And so now, just like you mentioned, Community America Bank, now people know what that is, or at least has heard of it, has Googled it. I wonder how many new clients they got in the last 48 hours. But if you're Community America Bank, this was a slam dunk contract for you, because now all of these people are talking about you.
Yeah, and I just wonder if part of the deal, just knowing how these deals usually go, is if the University of Arkansas's athletic department's business now runs through Community America. We know how much money their budget is, how much money flows through the University of Arkansas. That may have been part of the deal that's now their new bank of the athletic department.
The official bank of Arkansas Athletics. That's what they said. So
for debit and credit
But I mean,
cards,
you just think about banks thrive and survive on deposits. Arkansas has a lot of deposits. I'm sure that that helped pay for part of the deal as well.
Sure.
So I don't know that for a fact, but generally these kind of deals, you end up doing business.
I think we lost them again. But I think what Tommy was trying to say, it makes a lot of sense. And at the end of the day, Christian business is business, and it's all about money, and we can have all the opinions that we want to. But if they're going to front the bill and put that to the football program, that's what matters. And at the end of the day, we can sit here and talk about, well, maybe they didn't do the announcement all that great. Maybe from an optics standpoint, it didn't look great. We didn't know who this company was. Look, money is money, and Arkansas has that money now in their bank account. Maybe with Community America Bank. We don't know.
You definitely don't want a thing like this to drag out much longer. I think that the timing of it wasn't the greatest, but like you said, it's you've got a sponsor now, and you've got that money in your pocket that you didn't have. We can nitpick the details and all that kind of stuff, but really, it's about wins and losses at this point, isn't it?
Sure.
I mean,
I feel this way too when the transfer portal and NIL and all that happened. And I remember a couple of years ago, this player was in the portal, and then they weren't in the portal, then they're back in the portal again. And I remember sitting at Pig Trail in the office, and I was like, you know what? Show me what the roster looks like on August 30th on the first day of the season. Like, that's what I care about right now, because so much of this is back and forth. And I kind of feel the same way about this naming rights. Like, that's great. It's done. Show me what it does for this team in a year. Show me what actual dividends they're going to see and how much they're going to be able to, bring in more guys and have more money to spend and watch this football program get better. If that happens, this was a win. If it doesn't happen, well, at least they tried, but it didn't work out. So it's kind of, that's where I'm at with this conversation.
Yeah, while we're waiting on Tommy and Ty to reconnect, Ryan in Hot Springs has some thoughts on this too, Alyssa.
Okay.
We'll hear his thoughts, and then we'll kind of go off that. Ryan, you there?
Yeah. Good morning, buddy. Hope you're having a good day. Here's my thoughts. I think Hunter's damned if you do, damned if you don't. No matter what he says or does, he's going to get backlash for it. Now, I will say my only actual complaint is some of the words around it were possibly some of the, this is going to be one of the biggest name deal, whatever. And then he gets up there and it's like, well, we're going to keep this private for an competitive advantage. And I don't think that's that well with a lot of fans either, because while I'm not saying he's wrong for that, when you hear the things we were hearing, and then all of a sudden we're going to keep it private, that's not a good look either.
I agree. I think you're absolutely right with Hunter Yurachek and the optics, just around him in general. I mean, it doesn't really matter who it was. Someone was going to be critical. People are going to be critical just because of how people feel about Hunter right now in general, overall. And yeah, I think yesterday I said it's like the boy who cried wolf. Like, after so many times, people are just going to ignore you, and people are going to be annoyed with you, not listen to what you're actually saying. So I think you make a really good point there that Hunter was just going to get slack over this regardless. It didn't matter who it was or when it was coming or how it was announced. And I do think too, sometimes that secrecy around money can just make people a little weary and a little, questionable and not, understand exactly the reasoning behind it. If he wants to say for a competitive edge, you don't want to have those numbers out there. What are you trying to hide? I think that's the first thing people thought about after that. So I think both of those things are true, even though the intentions could have been good.
Y'all there?
Hey, buddy. Yep, we are here. Have you got us on?
Yes.
I think you're on the phone right now.
Okay.
It went off again. Hold on. We'll get on. Sorry, guys. This is not the proper way to intro Alyssa.
No, this is fine. It's fine. Hey, we're rolling with the punches over here. That's been my entire career, so I get it. We're good.
Okay. So Ryan commented on something, guys, that we were talking about earlier. So I think it was Rick Thorpe in Fayetteville talking about that. And Alyssa, you correct me on the language or the verbiage here, but like the highest number in college sports. Are we good? All right.
Yeah. See if you can hear me.
Got you now.
Oh, this is terrible. Anyway, it is what it is.
Well, I just think, and Alyssa, you made a good point earlier. So we get the, I don't know, they got a lot of things going on, but like they knew before yesterday at 12 o'clock that they were going to, or I guess they put out the Twitter on sometime in the 10 o'clock hour. Like, I don't understand the rationale by not at least sending the media heads up is going on a couple days before we're going to announce this, because what's going to happen? You can tell the entire Arkansas public that the official stadium naming announcement is going to be made and the press conference is going to be at 12. Give us a couple days heads up. Now, again, I will.
Kind of breaking out there again, Ty. All right. Yeah, we lost him again. Alyssa, sorry about this. We got a couple of minutes left in this segment. We'll we'll take it the rest of the way, and then hopefully the kinks will be worked out during the break. But yeah, Alyssa, I mean, it's really a groundbreaking moment, no matter what you feel about the name, because all of my life it's been Donald W. Reynolds. It's exciting to know that they've got a new name, and honestly, seeing it up there on the stadium, it doesn't look too bad. It looks
it doesn't. And again, it's not going to go up there till 2027. So there's still, Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium for one more year before that name changes. But this is just the world we live in, guys. Everyone knows that. Pro sports have been naming rights for stadiums forever. As a Dolphins fan, I think it's Hard Rock Stadium now. Yeah. It has been like 8 different things in the last 15 years. That's just how things are, because it's all about money, and that naming right goes to the highest bidder. So I'm okay with it. I think what Ty was trying to get to over there is, you could have maybe given us a little bit of a heads up, and when I say us, maybe the media, to kind of help with that fan message, to get the fans behind it before you make this official announcement. But again, those kind of optics are what they are, and they make those decisions inside the athletic program. And hopefully this will not be news anymore come this time next week, and they have some money to go out, right? They have some money to go get some players. Because that's what you have to do these days. You have to afford the guys that you bring in, and hopefully they can do so.
All right, we're going to hit a break here. We got Alyssa Orange with us. It's been a pleasure talking to her. I don't know if Ty and Tommy, they may want to talk to you again, if they can get the kinks worked out here before the next segment. We're going to take a quick break here on the Morning Rush, and we'll be back. Ty and Tommy live from the Hardscrabble Country Club in Fort Smith for their 4-ball tournament, and we'll be right back.
Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. There you are. Call now. 800-583-1299. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews.
IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-583-1299. That's 800-583-1299.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Introducing Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa with bright citrus, real red jalapenos, guajillo chiles. Usually, you add sauce to the food, but when the sauce is this good, The food is just there to get the sauce to your mouth. That rolled quesadilla, not a rolled quesadilla anymore. Now it's a sauce shovel. Taco Bell's jalapeno citrus salsa. Get it with any item on the Cantina chicken menu while it's here. The participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only. While supplies last. Contact store for availability.
Do you have sleep apnea? Are you tired of dealing with a CPAP every night? The noise, the constant cleaning. Is your wife telling you she can't take the noise anymore? Dr. Bo Sparkman at Valley Dental Practice Fort Smith can help you with sleep apnea with a custom dental appliance that allows you to get rid of that annoying CPAP. Dr. Sparkman has years of experience and has treated hundreds of patients just like you. Call for your appointment today, 226-3500. Get rid of your CPAP with Valley Family Dental at Riley Farm in Fort Smith and Roland, Oklahoma.
Spring is here, and it's the perfect time to upgrade your home. If your garage door needs repair or you're ready for a new look, call Precision Garage Door. From broken springs and openers to brand new doors, they provide expert service and professional installation. Fully licensed and insured, with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers, and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call 844-PDS-DOOR or visit PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Precision Garage Door, voted the best in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
I want to ride my bicycle.
Looking for a new ride or need a tune-up? Champion Cycling in Fort Smith has you covered. From top-of-the-line bikes like Specialized and Surly to expert repairs, apparel, and accessories, we've got everything you need to hit the trails. Stop by 5500 Mazard Road during business hours or shop anytime online at championcycling.com. Champion Cycling, helping you share in the joy of cycling.
Top CDL Academy is a licensed Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration that provides the federal required training to obtain both Class A and Class B CDL licenses. Our program provides assistance with employment after graduation. We have finance and grant options available. Students straight out of class have started new careers earning $70,000 to $140,000 per year, and training is provided for all 50 states. Call today, 479-632-1050. COP CDL Academy.
Is it time for you to finally get the barn, hunting lodge, barn dominium, or garage you always wanted? Sutherland's is here to help. Hi, this is Jeremy, sales manager at Sutherland's. When you choose to work with us, you can expect top quality, expertise, and peace of mind, knowing that Sutherland's will do whatever it takes to get the building you've always wanted. For a free quote, call 1-800-66-BARNS. Free estimates at Sutherland's.com. For over 100 years, Sutherland's has been helping folks build it better. No matter the project, we're here to help. Because at Sutherland's, home starts here.
It's the all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet at Golden Corral. Enjoy the endless breakfast buffet with carved ham, tender pork chops, pancakes, French toast, made-to-order eggs and omelets, and, of course, the biscuits and gravy. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. And from 8 to 9:30, seniors get all this and a drink for $10.29. Golden Corral, 1801 South Waldron, Fort Smith. Order online at goldencorral.com for curbside pickup or delivery. Golden Corral, the only one for everyone.
Passionate about sports? If yes, let's take that passion and put it to work growing your business. I'm Rita Newton with ESPN Arkansas, and I help people like you that own businesses connect them with our avid and loyal sports listeners through the power of radio with sharing your words, plus offering digital solutions. Whether you need more customers or more traffic on your website, I am your girl. So email me at rita.newton@hitthatline.com or call me at 479-353-1242. One email or one call away to working on a business plan to help you grow your business.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
The SEC is the best conference in America.
The tough will survive in this game, and I feel like the SEC is the toughest.
Arkansas is the SEC champion.
You know, every game is a dogfight.
We're about the tough there is. Week in and week out, you're going to play some of the best, the biggest, the fastest.
But this afternoon is a day for the Razorbacks to celebrate. Arkansas wins the tournament.
Where opponents' dreams come to die.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
With the 34th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Malik Thomas from the University of Arkansas.
All right, so good news for Malik and TB, who go off the board at 34-35 last night. I don't know if I would necessarily want to live in Cleveland, as Joakim Noah used to say.
Cleveland rocks.
You like Cleveland?
I've never been
Okay,
there.
I was going to say.
And the Cleveland rocks.
My brother's pumped. He's a big Denver Nuggets fan, Alyssa, when he saw TB come off. How about back-to-back for the Hogs
That's
last
great.
night?
Hey, Tommy, do you think Ty's ever seen the Drew Carey show?
No, he
Okay.
has no idea what I'm talking
What is
about.
I got you. No,
Yeah,
my
exactly.
gosh. I got
Yeah.
you.
See, this is what I deal with every day.
I knew exactly what you were referencing.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ty. I didn't mean to call you out like that.
You're
Maybe
good.
maybe
It's
I
part of
did,
being
but-
on these airwaves. You got to join. As I have figured out the last year, I am the butt of many jokes.
okay.
Do you just in
Refer-
order to
it's
get?
just references. It's okay.
Well, I mean, listen, y'all. I'm 31. Like, I don't have this Rolodex of knowledge in my head.
You
or
act
whatever it's
like the
called.
Drew. Do you
Drew
even
Carey,
know who Drew
Drew
Carey
Carey
is?
was in black and white, dude. Yeah, that's Amy Griffith.
Do you know who Drew Carey is?
I have no clue.
Wait,
who
you don't
that
know
is.
who he is?
I know Jim
Oh.
Carrey.
No, Drew Carey. Did you not?
Okay.
Did you not watch Whose Line Is It Anyway? Do you
I don't-
not? Do you not watch?
Is that
do
the
you
game
not watch
show
The
host?
Price Is Right now?
Yeah.
Okay, the game show.
We're going to
host.
award points that mean nothing.
Okay.
Oh
all right.
no. Okay, never mind. We'll just have this conversation
Yeah,
later
well,
off the air. I'm so sorry.
You can educate me at
Oh my
the next
gosh.
few years and in Tampa as well.
Wow. Okay, but yes, all right, back to what we were talking about. Really, really excited. I mean, obviously, we knew that Malik was going to get drafted at some point and maybe fell a little bit too low, and a great pick there for him. But I think with TB, we've covered him for so long now, and we've watched him transfer over here from Missouri. He got injured a little bit, and there were years where we just didn't see him hit his full potential because of an injury or something happening. And I remember sitting down with him and talking to him about just the recovery and wanting to come back after he had kind of left when Musselman left, came back when Calipari was here, and what he wanted to accomplish. And I think just this 1 year of development with John Calipari and his staff not only helped him with his basketball skills, but guys, he's all confidence. And that team was better when TB was better this year. And it all came down to TB's got to have a good game and this team will have success. But it's all about the confidence. And I don't think that was necessarily that the Musselman staff could coach, that I think the Calipari staff coached back into him.
Well, I think about the Missouri game winner that he hit in Columbia to close out the season. I thought about the whole conversation, as you pointed to, in the Arizona, like leading up to the Arizona games. Like, guys, we're gonna get shelled unless TB has a good game. Well, he didn't have a good game, and we got killed. So that was like with TB, the team was just different when he excelled. When he didn't play well, oftentimes they lost. So,
and I think one thing. Yeah, well, I think one thing, too, and you guys can tell me what you think about this, you could always tell what kind of game Trevin Brazil was going to have within the first 3 minutes.
100%. What
He
I
made
always
the
say,
first three.
First 3
He
minutes.
made the first
Yep.
three. That first shot went in.
He was going for 20.
You know.
Yep.
and-
You knew exactly what you were going to
But
get from him.
He wasn't always your best basketball player, but he was always your best athlete.
Yeah, exactly. And I think,
and-
he has that athletic ability I don't think we'd seen since maybe a Michael Qualls. And I think Michael Qualls is much more athletic than TB was. But from just a pure athlete, freak of nature, could do some crazy things. We hadn't seen that since him.
Wingspan, all that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Well, keep your SEC update going here live at Hardscrabble Country Club. Guys, I got good news. Brian Kelly is going into broadcast.
It's a great night to be a Tiger. I'm here with my family.
Brian Kelly for CBS this fall is going to be calling Mountain West games in a 3-person booth. I wonder what kind of accent he's going to have on these.
A mountain accent, apparently.
A mountain accent. Oh,
All right,
man.
that's your SEC updates brought to you by Burton Pools and Spas, where you can celebrate freedom during the Red.
Looks like we lost him again, Alyssa.
We were so close.
Yeah, being a Razorback fan growing up in this state, Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium, it was awesome to see that on the stadium, but it's a new era, and
Sure.
and we've got hopefully a new era coming on the field. I hope Ryan Silverfield, he's got his work cut out for him, obviously in his first season, but I think if you look at how things have gone in the past couple years, obviously a change needed to be made. Ryan Silverfield is doing all the right things, saying all the right things, and He even from his Memphis days, he kind of had that chip on his shoulder, and I think even now he has that chip on his shoulder. And I hope the players kind of play with that chip on their shoulder too.
You know, I'm a natural optimist always. I don't want people to fail. When it comes to Arkansas football, I'm cautiously optimistic. I got here in Bielema's first year, right? And then we went through we went through Chad Morris and Sam Pittman. And I think at the end of the day, what you're seeing is you just have to wait and see what happens, because you can say whatever it is you want to say during talking season right now after you're hired. But until you put a product on the football field, there's really nothing that is going to back up anything that you say. So this rah-rah excitement, I've seen it so many times over. And I'm not saying that Ryan Silverfield isn't going to be able to back up what he's saying. I'm just more cautiously optimistic to say, okay, if he can have the right pieces around him, he can go out and develop guys he can bring to Arkansas while also complementing them with those big name splashes, either with high school recruiting or through the transfer portal. Can that go and turn things into wins? We have to sit around and see. Which is not fun. Waiting is never fun. Yes. I get it.
Still working on time. Tommy coming back on here pretty shortly, I hope.
Hey, Christian, do you know who Drew Carey is?
Drew Carey, I'm kind of like Ty when it comes like movies. I've heard it.
It's not movies. It's not movies. It's TV shows. There's the Drew Carey show. It's a long-time sitcom. Do you know Frasier?
Frasier. No,
oh,
I don't
no.
know Frasier.
Oh, no. We're just going to play a fun game. Friends?
Colton, come in here and
what about Seinfeld?
I do know Seinfeld.
Friends?
Friends, yes.
What about Northern Exposure?
Northern Exposure, no.
No? Okay. Let's see. I'm thinking about all these sitcoms that, Drew Carey. It was a sitcom, and it was a radio.
Drew Carey, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm looking at a picture of him now, yes. I've seen him.
Even when you look at a picture of Drew Carey right now, he didn't look like that in the 90s. He was much bigger. He's lost a lot of weight. But he went from doing the Drew Carey show to then hosting Whose Line Is It Anyway, which was really just a slapstick improv show. Mm-hmm. And now he took over once Bob Barker retired, and he does The Price is Right. So I've gone to The Price is Right. He was the host.
Jim Carrey, he's in Dumb and Dumber, right?
That's Jim Carrey, not Drew Carey. Okay, two different people.
Yeah, Jim Carrey is the one that...
He's the comedian.
They're not related, right?
All right, Colton, are you going to come save me?
Are they related?
You and Ty are hurting me. Hurting me.
Man.
This is getting so bad. Everything is made up.
I was a sheltered kid.
The points don't matter.
I was a sheltered kid growing up.
Everything's made up and the points don't
matter.
matter.
And video games.
That's Christian. Being sheltered has nothing to do with being exposed to culture.
I was sheltered.
Drew Carey and his beautiful glasses. We got a text from BE. He wears the Brandon Burlsworth type glasses.
Oh,
they're really thick. They're black. They're beautiful. He's a handsome man. Colin Mockery, Ryan Stiles, Wayne Brady, anything. The Drew Carey show.
Oh, Wayne Brady's so funny. Oh, come on.
It's hard for me to sit here and listen to
we're going to sit here and we're going to just pull up these clips on YouTube for him later.
You might as well.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh, John from Mountain Home makes me feel old. We've already had a conversation about the word old today.
We did. Me and Alyssa were talking about, being
about
old.
what is the actual definition of old?
Because
I don't feel old. Yeah, I don't feel old at all. And I love this line of, at what point does certain pop culture become completely irrelevant with like the next generation? That maybe makes me sound old, but
no, we're not using the word old today. That's out of
established.
The vocabulary.
I think that's what we went with. We went with established.
Much more positive connotation.
Yes, we're just established.
Old, we're throwing it out. But
I did chat GPT it, and it gave me midlife thriving.
That's good.
I'm just midlife thriving
that's
over
a mouthful.
here.
That's like Community America, Razorback Stadium. That's a little bit too much to say. Midlife thriving?
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
That's what it said.
Midlife
Put it on a T-shirt. Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell's a little.
Saved by the Bell, Christian.
Yeah. Beverly Hills 90210.
Saved by the Bell.
Those were a little
I hear
older. Yeah. Oh man.
Saved by the Bell.
That's
nobody
a little
knows
older.
Nobody knows more about Saved by the Bell than Derek Ruskin.
I love that show.
Oh, so
Kelly,
you know that one?
Yes, Kelly Kapowski is my first crush and will always be the most beautiful woman to walk this earth.
Oh wow, that is high praise. Did you ever watch Boy Meets World?
Yeah, I'm not as big as a Topanga Lawrence fan as I am Kelly Kapowski.
All
but
right. See,
both great shows.
Those were kind of my shows back in the day. I watched those shows.
I'm gonna test Alyssa here.
Okay.
Wonder Years.
Oh yeah, the Wonder Years were great.
Yeah, Wonder Years with Fred Savage.
Fred Savage.
I don't know what Wendy was the character.
Wendy. That's right, Wendy.
Yeah.
And
Now,
what was
Wendy,
Fred's name with the glasses? But it's
I
the
know who you're talking about. I can see him. Yeah.
I think of the theme song. We need to do that. We need to
That
do
was like the
sitcom
greatest
theme song.
Yeah, that was like the greatest show for an adolescent in the
Or Growing
Wonder
Pains.
Years.
Did you watch Growing Pains?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I loved Growing Pains. It was
Kirk
great.
Cameron?
Yes, and then Leo DiCaprio was on it for a while when he was a kid.
yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot
but
about
Alan
that.
Thicke, come on.
Yeah. So little those are some pop culture. I wouldn't call any of those 80s shows. Those were all 90s
No, they're all
shows.
90s.
90s
for the most
shows.
part. Yeah.
Yeah.
90s shows. Yeah.
You can catch up on. So,
Mhm.
all right.
We do it all. She's versatile, folks.
So,
We can talk about whatever you want.
Alyssa, we are so glad to have you on the team.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here, guys.
It's been a process in getting you introduced to the audience, and I
That's
wish it
okay.
went smoother on our show today. But I know things will be much smoother when you start full-time on Monday, and
Yeah.
we look forward to hearing you the next couple of days on halftime, and then Ruskin and Zach tomorrow afternoon as well.
Yeah, should be fun. I'm excited. It's gonna be a blast working with Matt
All
and
right.
Colton.
We are looking so looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Morning Rush is live here at the Hardscrabble Invitational. It's their annual four-ball. The club is celebrating 100 years, and we're going to talk to their general manager, Cole Wassinger, coming up in just a few minutes as well. Bet Saracen app is out there for everything on the weekend. I don't know if you'll find four-ball odds on there, but you probably should. Bet Saracen, I promise you, if Bet Saracen would put it up, they'd get some action from the crew here at Hardscrabble, no question about it. But whether it's MLB this weekend, it's not getting too early to take a look at preseason football, and, of course, the World Cup going on. It's all there with the Bet Saracen app, Arkansas's only local sports betting app. Bet with Bet Saracen.
USA plays tonight.
Yep.
You get Bosnia Herzegovina in the round of 32. Probably going to play Egypt in the round of 16. Guys, we got a pathway to the quarters. I don't know how many of you actually care about U.S. soccer, but I'll tell you what, if they keep on humming like they've been, love for them to dominate tonight and keep on trucking.
Zero chance they win the World Cup.
No,
See,
but
I'm asking. I
No,
don't know.
yeah, they're.
I know, but I'm just.
They're not going to win. But I like for them to get to the quarters, especially with being the host nation, that would be significant. I think they'll probably fall in the quarterfinals. Man, if they got to semis, that would just be electric. But my dad was looking up tickets. He's a major United States soccer fan, and they just keep going up, Tommy. I mean, they keep winning the ticket prices. It's like $1,300 to get in.
Well, that is. But it's truly about a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Legitimately.
And experience. Legitimately is. Not like I tell my wife, hey, this is once in a lifetime. I got to go on this golf trip. This is truly like a once-in-a-lifetime deal. All right, we're going to talk to Cole Wassinger here at Hardscrabble Country Club on the other side of the break. We're brought to you by Gaston's White River Resort, 870-431-5202. If you want to get one with nature, you want to have some serenity. What was it Frank Costanza said? Serenity now. I won't scream into the microphone. That's where you'll find serenity is with Gaston's White River Resort. They've got 80 cabins and lodges, all poised with a great view of the White River and the best rainbow and brown trout fishery you're going to find in North America. That's what's here in our own backyard. Call and make your reservation 870-431-5202. Gaston's White River Resort, a first-class time every time.
Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle.
Hey, Fort Smith, your next great fishing story starts at the brand new Bass Pro Shops outpost on Bass Pro Drive, just off of Rogers Avenue. Step inside and discover the Pradco store within a store, where you can design a custom autograph lure from iconic shapes like the Head and Spook, Cotton Cordell Redfin, and many others. Add your name, a message, or whatever sparks your imagination, whether you're gearing up for the water or grabbing a one-of-a-kind gift. It's all happening now at the Bass Pro Shop outpost. Come make something unforgettable.
Text
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text AREA to 42424 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text AREA to 42424. That's AREA to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Dangerous back pass. Picked up.
This is the Morning Rush.
The paint store in Van Buren is still the place to go to when doing the job right really matters. Our unique line of Richards paint products was chosen by me to perform for you. This is Sue, and my 35 years of experience ensures you get the right paint and the right color. That's important to you and me. Thank you for your support. Come see what I'm talking about. 1414 Fayetteville Road, the paint store, Van Buren.
Drive smarter with a road-ready certified pre-owned vehicle available only at Rath Auto Resources. We look all over the region for the best used cars. From there, they're inspected, reconditioned to our certified standards, and backed with a comprehensive warranty. And while the other guys might spring hundreds or even $1,000 in added fees on you at the last minute, our painless pricing and non-commissioned sales team ensure that you get a straight deal every time. Make the switch to a road-ready certified pre-owned vehicle and see why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith.
For 250 years, America has been a story of courage, innovation, and possibility. From generation to generation, we've worked, dreamed, and built together, guided by freedom. This year, we honor our past, embrace our future, and look ahead with pride. Happy 250th, America. This message courtesy of Advanced Mechanical Performance, Metal Mart, come get you some, and the Tackle Box.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you, so why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Call Brad Howe in Van Buren or call Ryan Hughes in Fort Smith.
This 4th of July, celebrate our nation's 250th birthday at Greenwood's 2026 Freedom Fest. Sponsored by the Greenwood A&T Commission. Join us Saturday, July 4th from 4 to 10 p.m. for kids' activities, food trucks, craft and artisan vendors, and live music all night. Enjoy performances by Barrett Faber, Oreo Blue, and the Brandon Butler Band, plus a special fireworks show honoring Kelly Hendricks. Bring your lawn chairs, bring your friends, and join us on the town square. Freedom Fest, Saturday, July 4th. We'll see you there.
When a business has been around more than 65 years, you know they're doing something right. Hey, Ty Richardson for Johnny's Transmission. They've been trusted in Fort Smith and the River Valley since 1959. Located at 1212 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith, they strive to make every customer's experience outstanding and want your vehicle to be in the best condition for the road ahead. Check out their website, johnnystransmissionfs.com, and find them on Facebook. Johnny's Transmission, family owned and operated since 1959.
For generations, Hardscrabble Country Club has been the heart of great golf in Fort Smith. For 100 years, it's where families connect, friendships grow, and traditions are passed down. From its historic fairways to its welcoming community, Hardscrabble is more than a club. It's home. Join us as we celebrate a century of memories and create new ones together. Hardscrabble Country Club. Tradition lives here.
Just in time for the 4th of July, Crabtree RV Center is paying your sales tax on all RVs under $45,000. That's right, sales tax paid on all RVs under $45,000 running through the month of June. Stop in today and pick out the perfect RV to celebrate 250 years of freedom. Just in time for the 4th of July, Crabtree RV Center is paying your sales tax on all RVs under $45,000. That's right, sales tax paid on all RVs under $45,000 running through the month of June. Stop in today and pick out the perfect RV to celebrate 250 years of freedom.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game.
ESPN 95.3.
Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle.
All right, we're back here at Hardscrabble Country Club as we get ready for the 4-ball invitational this weekend. Got my putter ready to rock and roll.
Are you?
Mm-hmm. I hope so.
You know what to do with it?
Put it in the hole, right? That's the objective
I'd put it
of
in the
golf.
closet for this weekend.
No, I think I'm going to use it this weekend. We'll see.
All right, we're going to talk to Cole coming up here in just a second. Hey, if you have a dental emergency this weekend, whether it's a broken tooth, a painful infection, a crown that's come loose, a sports injury, Ty hit you in the mouth with a golf ball 3 fairways over. Oof. Hey, Dr. Kendall Roberts and Dr. Doug Terry, they're there for you when you need them the most, even when your regular dentist might be in the 4-ball this weekend and unavailable. 479-235-5655 is the number. 235-5655. Valley Urgent Dental, available on the weekends when your regular dentist is closed. 5505 Upper Lane behind Golden Corral in Fort Smith. Hey, don't wait. Your smile deserves immediate care. That's at Valley Urgent Dental.
That would have some ball speed on it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You got popped in the mouth.
Yep, that would not feel good at all. Cole Wassinger is the general manager. He has been very busy the last few weeks getting this 4-ball put together. Biggest event of the year at Hardscrabble Country Club, which, congratulations, celebrating 100 years this year. The centennial celebration for the club. The America turns 250 and the club turns 100.
Yeah, pretty impressive time to be a part of Hardscrabble Country Club. I think, Tommy, you probably were here for that first one, right?
Second
anniversary.
For the second anniversary,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you probably are one of our most senior members.
No.
No.
Harry Robinson and Carl Corley.
Yeah, they would be up there. But yeah, celebrating 100 years.
I hope Harry hears about this.
It would it'd be very interesting to think what old Perry Maxwell would think of this place when he designed it in 1926. It would be here 100 years later.
He would probably never think about pipes in the ground that would put water on the course.
No.
And course is going under some improvements, renovations, however you want to call it, new greenside bunkers. This place is special. It really is.
It is. We have people travel from all over the region that every time they come here that, some golf courses, the modern game has just kind of surpassed it. And golden age of architecture, Hardscrabble has definitely stood the test of time.
Perry Maxwell design, tree-lined course, several water features. I think the piece of ground's what makes it special. You got a roll in a valley, a ravine that kind of runs through the course and affects several holes throughout the layout. It's really a neat piece of ground, even though underneath the ground it's like all rock.
Yeah,
that's why they call it Hardscrabble.
Exactly.
But the layout and the piece of ground really makes for a great golf course.
Yeah, the whole golf course. Our superintendent Thomas Walton's been here a couple years. He's a Arkansas native, Batesville, and went to University of Arkansas and came to us from Eastlake in Atlanta. And this was on his radar as a place he'd like to work, and always because of that special places. 4 or 5 real special places in Arkansas, that pieces of land: Texarkana Country Club Little Rock, some other ones in Northwest Arkansas that we won't name, but Hardscrabble definitely is up there.
I got to tell you, I've been a member over 3 years, and I grew up perception and the feel that the place is too stuffy, the people there aren't friendly, it's too old, don't fit in. I got to be honest, in my time here, and I live nearby, and it's really convenient for me, I found it to be anything but that.
Yeah, we're Hardscrabble proud. That's the motto we use, and we're more than a country club. We're simply a community.
Yeah,
community where.
But it's great people. I mean,
Absolutely.
That's the point I'm getting at. Is I had a perception about what the place was about.
Yeah.
And it was some highfalutin, I wouldn't fit in. Yeah. I'd be the only redneck there kind of place, and I found out, hey, there's a lot of rednecks here. I fit right in.
Well,
Absolutely.
That's what the juniors are for, to keep the fun and the liveliness going on
talking
here.
about voting you guys out. But, living in your play is going to midnight to 5 a.m., but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But, to Ty's point, a lot of younger people here over the last year, a lot of junior members and have joined, and so there's really a group or a clique or a community or whatever you want to call it for anyone of any age group. And unlike any other place I've been, probably one of the most vibrant female golfing groups that I've ever been around. A lot of ladies play in a lot of different age groups here. You don't see that everywhere.
Yeah, if you roll up at Hardscrabble and you think that you're going to go beat one of our ladies that play a lot of golf out here. Ask Ty.
Oh, Brenda or Addison or one of them would wax me if we played 1v1.
Teresa Hugo,
Teresa.
It would be not a good deal for some of you guys. So.
Even on the golf course wouldn't be a good deal for Ty. So, but really, it's a fun place, great food, got a new chef. Men's Porch is unique and different than anything you'll see at any other place, and the 100th year is a great time to be a part of Hardscrabble.
Yeah, we've had several celebrations this year where, as you said, Tommy, we're all new irrigation system on the golf course, invested in the greenside bunkers. We're getting ready to new poolside furniture, and we're getting ready to redo the deck next week. So almost basically a brand new pool, pickleball, tennis facilities, nice fitness facility. So we have a lot of things going on here.
Yeah. So if this sounds interesting to you, membership opportunities, you can get a hold of Cole and find out more about that. Hardscrabblecc.com is the website.
That is correct.
All right. So, Cole, thanks for having us out. Great view of the course. Course looks fabulous. Thomas has done such an awesome job, and we're looking forward to the next 4 days here of fun at Hardscrabble.
Well, I'm looking forward to Sunday when you guys all go home. Just kidding.
Hopefully with a couple trophies.
Probably we'll be back on Tuesday.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Hardscrabble Country Club. Cole, thanks for having us.
Thank you both.
All right, Cole Wassinger, he is the general manager and oversees everything going on here at Hardscrabble, a really fun place that I know me and you both find kind of our home away from home.
100%. All right, that's going to wrap up the morning rush here at Hardscrabble Country Club. Really appreciate Alyssa hopping on with us earlier. Excited to have her as part of the team with Halftime at ESPN Arkansas. Coming up, Halftime, Colton and Matt are going to keep you entertained for the next 3 hours, followed by Ruskin and Zach. So for Tommy, Alyssa, Colton, and Big C, I'm Ty, signing off today. Really appreciate everyone joining us. Halftime's next.
Do you feel that, Arkansas? The Lotto jackpot is now more than $1 million.